Hello and welcome to It's All About You, the best show about you on the internet. I am B. Dave Walters, life, relationships, and spiritual coach. This is episode number 51, questions and answers again. I'm not sure if it's number 3, number 4, I don't know. But I guess you just saw in the credits which one it is, because I'm going to look before I type it. So, let's dig in here. These are questions that have been submitted via formspring.me/B. Dave Walters. No www. Formspring.me, like me, /B. Dave Walters. Okay? So you can ask me anything. Relationship stuff, spirituality stuff. I've actually gotten questions of all types. So anything you want, send it in. And I'm either going to respond via video, or I might write an article about it, or I may just respond to you directly in the question. Okay, so let's dive in here. And I haven't read ahead, so let's see what comes out. You're going to get to see, like always, my thought process, like real time, as I read the question and the answer comes out. First one, how do you deal with a control freak? Thanks. How do you deal with a control freak? I assume you mean probably in a romantic relationship, although it can be the same thing even in a business one. Well, the first thing I would look at, if you look at this control freak, is see what is it in their past that might have made them this way. I mean, it's possible that it's just their nature. Some people are that way, but for the most part, you don't become like that overnight because this person is trying to micromanage every little aspect of life. Obviously, if they're a religious person, the first thing I would point out to them is the fact that if they have to have that much control over everything, then they don't really have any faith. Because it's the same thing as worry. When you worry about something, you're basically telling God that God can't handle it, so you got to come up with something. Being a control freak's the same way. That you feel that you have to, be hands-on about every little thing because you don't have any trust in God or the universe that everything's going to go your way. If the person is not a religious person, I would point out to them the fact that there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to do things, that you don't necessarily need their input on how you dress or how you drive or how you walk or how you talk. And them constantly trying to micromanage you in this way, doesn't make you feel very good. You don't like it, and please stop. And if they keep doing it, that means they're more concerned with what makes them happy than what makes you happy, and that you should break up with them. So if there's something to this situation that I'm missing, feel free to say that. If actually any of these questions, if you feel like I misinterpreted your question or there's some missing piece of pertinent information, please feel free to send it to me. Okay, next one. What do you think about hypnosis? Is it good or is it bad? Is it a way to force the law of attraction to work for that person? Look into my eyes. You're getting sleepy. Very sleepy. Okay, sorry, that's a bad joke. Believe it or not, I'm actually a big fan of hypnosis, and I use quite a bit of it. Anytime that I've talked you guys through these guided meditations, or, talked you through seeing something, that's hypnosis. In fact, I'll show you a little trick here that you can use. Just relax for a second. Just kind of inhale and exhale. And relax, just kind of feel your body relax. Don't tense up because you heard me say the word hypnosis. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to ask you to do anything crazy. And just kind of let your eyes defocus a little bit. You don't have to stare at me. Just let your eyes defocus. And lift your eyes up slightly. Like you're looking up a little bit. Like as comfortably as you can raise your eyes. You should just make out the bottom of your eyeline up there. And you feel that slight tingle in the middle of your forehead? Guess what? That's hypnosis. The tingle you feel. Right now you're slightly suggestible. So I'm just going to say that you're great and I love you. You're fantastic and you can do anything. And I'm actually speaking directly to your subconscious mind right now. That's hypnosis. So let's snap out of it. I don't want everything I'm saying to go straight into your mind. So just kind of shake your hands out, bring yourself back, maybe rub your face a little bit, and now you're back with me. And I'm talking to your conscious mind again. But that's hypnosis, seriously. So if you ever hear times that I might modulate my voice and it goes up or it might go down or things like that, I've said before that I talk to your conscious and your unconscious simultaneously. I do, because I know what I'm doing. So not all hypnosis involves having, a ticking stopwatch and, see like the rings coming out of a person's eyes. Anything that makes a person more suggestible to, or more susceptible to hypnotic suggestion, that's hypnosis. Anything that makes you relax and make your mind open up and kind of take your conscious mind out of the equation, that's hypnosis. So can this force the law of attraction to work for somebody? Well, yes and no. Actually, as I look ahead, there's another one that's going to talk about phobias here. So I'm actually kind of going to combine these here. Let me tell you the next question. It says, hello Dave, I'm extremely afraid of spiders. I can't even stay in the room if there's one on the ceiling or even stare at the spider. If one is really close to me or is trapping me, I start to cry. How do I get past this phobia? Believe it or not, the answer is the same. Do you remember the instant change video I did a little while back with the swish pattern? The person asking, is it possible to force the law of attraction, and the person, how do you get this phobia? It's actually the same thing, believe it or not, because what you're trying to do is modify behavior. Modify behavior. Will this force the law of attraction? No. Not, well, I mean, again, the law is always working. The law cannot fail. We can only fail the law. So it's not something you turn on and turn off. It's doing it all the time. The question is, are you consciously attracting what you want, or are you unconsciously attracting what you don't want? So you can use a swish pattern from the instant change video, or the getting rid of baggage, or how to change in an instant was the name of the article up on theexaminer.com. That was the article with the video embedded into it. Use a swish pattern to change that pattern of thinking for the law of attraction person, or to change the phobia for the spider person. That means instead of worrying about how you're going to make ends meet, for instance, you can use a swish pattern to install a new behavior where you're going to be happy and excited and enthusiastic about all the good things that are coming into your life right now. Remember, don't make it too far in the future. Like, it's happening now. Good things are happening now. For the spider person, whenever you are confronted with the stimulus of a spider, you can install a new response of, non-fear. Maybe even liking them. Spiders are actually pretty cool, and they serve an important purpose. And well, there's a statistic about how many spiders are around, but I'm not going to say this to you. But once you beat the fear using the swish pattern, ask me again the spider statistic, and then I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Hi, Mr. Walters. I'm gifted with friendly, jovial, and cheesy persona, which everybody likes and loves to keep me around. But my colleagues at work don't have such a response. Rather, it's quite stingy and sly. Should I accept the same attitude towards them? Well, no. But you may have to ask yourself, what is it that's getting you a certain response in your friends versus a certain response in your colleagues? And it kind of varies with what you do. I mean, obviously, if you work in a toy store, that's going to be a little different than if you're, a prison guard, right? Some environments is only so much fun to be had. But the fact is, no, I would not say that you should be mean to them in response. You should keep being you, but try and find your way in a more professionally approachable way that fits into the environment, because every work environment is different. Every corporate culture is different. I'd say look who in that establishment is popular, who is happy, who does have a good time, and mimic what they do. Do they tell a lot of jokes or not? Do they dress a certain way or not? Take all of these things into mind. And it may be that your personality is not a fit for that job, in which case you have to ask yourself, is it worth toning yourself down for 40 hours a week, or is it worth finding a job that's a better fit for you? I'm going to split this one a little bit early for my brothers and sisters on YouTube, because I'm going to include a bit at the end of this video. So, YouTube, watch part 2. Everybody else, stay with me. We're going to keep going. Hey everybody, B. Dave Walters here. You ever heard that saying that things are worth what you pay for them? And you may notice that I give away quite a lot for free. So because of that, starting Tuesday, June 1st, I'm going to be raising the prices on everything I have listed on peacelovemoney.com. That means my book, 49 Lost Secrets of Peace, Love, and Money, my coaching service, which can be done via email, over internet call, or even over cell phone for people in the United States. If you sign up this weekend, you'll keep the old rates even when the new rates go up. I've done PDFs, podcasts, I've recorded meditations, I've done stuff on meditations for attracting money into your life, for be able to heal yourself and heal others, goal-setting workshops, how to start your own business, even some deeper spiritual writing. So there's some really great stuff on peacelovemoney.com. So if there's something that you've been putting off picking up, or you've never even been to the website, now would be a great time to do it, because Tuesday it all goes up. It's going to go up at least 25%, maybe 50%. Some things might double. Some things might come down. I'm not even sure. So go check it out. peacelovemoney.com. You're great, and I love you. Okay, bye-bye.